streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. Everyone can see it smiling over the sky. Paint the whole world with a rainbow.
Hello, welcome to your rainbow video. Now today we're going to be looking at some small things. George and I saw some small creatures in the garden the other day. Can you guess what they were? Oh, these flies, they're a nuisance, aren't they, George?
Yes, they are. Go away, fly. Buzz off.
Oh, look, George, over there. There's a spider in a spider's web.
Oh, yes. Oh, I don't like spiders very much. They are tiny flies and spiders, aren't they?
They certainly are, George. Well, let's see what we can find underneath this stone here.
Ooh, aren't they small? Look at them all crawling about.
Do you know, George, there are even smaller things around, things that we can't see.
You mean like fairies, Geoffrey?
Oh, no, fairies only make believe, George. No, I mean real things. Things that are so small we just can't see them with our eyes.
Oh.
Come on, come inside. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean.
Yes. Oh, I'd love to see a fairy. Wouldn't you?
Oh, what are you doing, Geoffrey?
I want one of your hairs, Bungle.
What for?
You'll see.
But what are you going to do with it, Geoffrey?
I want to look at it through that microscope.
Whatever for, Geoffrey?
Oh, do you see if Bungle's got fleas?
I haven't got fleas.
Of course you haven't got fleas, Bungle, no. No, you see, I want to look at one of your hairs to see what it looks like under the microscope.
Well, what does the microscope do, Geoffrey?
It makes things look much bigger, Zippy. Things that are difficult to see because they're so small look a lot different underneath the microscope.
Ooh, can you see a fairy, Geoffrey?
I told you before, George, fairies are only make-believe.
Oh.
Yeah, well, come on, let's have a look, Geoffrey.
It's all right, Zippy. Now then, I have to very carefully put Bungle's hair on one of these glass slides.
Oh.
There we are. I'll put another slide on top to hold it in place. There we are. And put the slides under the microscope. Let's have a look now. Oh, yes, look at Bungle's hair now.
Yeah, well, let me see, Geoffrey, let me see. Oh, it looks like the branch of a tree.
Oh, let me see, Zippy. Let me.
Here, look.
Oh, so it does. Is that really a hair, Geoffrey? Oh, you have a look, George.
Yes, all right. Oh, I thought your hair was all soft and smooth, Bungle. But when you see it through this
Microscope.
microscope, it looks hard and rough with a big black bit through the middle.
Let's have a look at another of your hairs, Bungle.
Oh, no, Zippy, I won't have any hairs left.
Jeffrey, what else can we look at?
Oh, all kinds of things, George. I tell you what, you all stay here, and I'll see what else I can find.
Oh, what have you found, Geoffrey?
This is a jar of pond water, Bungle. Now then, I'm going to squeeze some of the pond water up into this tube, like that. See?
Ah.
Now I'm going to put a drop of the pond water onto this glass slide here.
Oh, that's good, that is.
There. We'll cover it over with another glass slide.
Oh, look.
There. Now we very carefully put the slide under the microscope.
Into the microscope.
Yes. Now I'm going to look at the pond water. Oh, yes, look at the pond water. Come on, Bungle, have a look at that.
Oh, Geoffrey, what are all those things jumping about all over the place?
What things, Bungle? There's nothing in the water. Look.
Yes, there is, George. They're all jumping and running all over the place like that. Look, you have a look.
Hold horrible, nasty things. Ooh, you look zippy.
Oh, yes, let me see. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, Geoffrey, if all those things are in the water, why can't we see them all the time?
Because they're too small, Zippy, for us to see with our eyes, so we have to look through the microscope, because the microscope makes things look a lot bigger.
Look, I found a picture of a fairy. They're very small. You can hardly see them. Jeffrey can't see them, but I can. Can you? I wonder if Rod, Jane, and Freddie can.
There's a small world at the bottom of the garden, a small world by the pond where the lily pads grow. There are fairies at the bottom of the garden and goblins. If you follow your dreams, you will see. See the fairies at the bottom of the garden and the goblins. When you follow your dreams, you will see that a small world you believe in can be your world to believe in, and that small world is waiting for you and for me.
Did you see them? Did you? Jeffrey, Bungle, Zippy.
Yes, Professor George.
We have got a secret. We saw some fairies, didn't we?
Don't tell fibs, George. Fairies are only make-believe.
That's what you think, Zippy.
look, this is for looking at small things, like stamps.
Oh, here you are, Zippy. Look, I've got some stamps here.
Yeah, oh, God.
See what they look like under your magnifying glass.
Oh.
If it was really as big as that, we'd need a lot of lick to stick it down.
Oh, can I see, Zippy? Oh, look how big my finger looks.
It looks like a hairy sausage.
Oh, and look at all these colours through the magnifying glass.
You're looking at the storybook, Bungle. Can we have a story, please, Geoffrey?
Yes, all right, George. Thank you, Bungle.
Well.
Well, today's story is called The Toys World. The grown-ups and the children had all gone out for the day. The house was empty, apart from the cat sleeping in her basket. But upstairs in the playroom, something was happening. Slowly, the lid of the toy box opened, and a face peeked out. It was Teddy. It's all clear. Come on, everybody. One by one, the toys climbed out of the toy box, whilst Teddy held open the lid. Doll ran straight to the doll's house. I'll nip inside and get tea ready, she said, slamming the door behind her. The woolly mouse squeaked, I'm going for a ride in the toy car. Don't go too far, said Teddy. I'm just going to look at the sea, replied the mouse. And she did. But the sea was really the blue carpet by the playroom door. I'm going to walk in the forest, shouted the toy soldier, and he marched through the tassels of the green bedspread. Don't be long. I think it's going to rain, Panda called after him. There's a big cloud in the sky. And he looked at the duvet hanging over the bed. We're going through a tunnel. And a train disappeared under the bed. Nurse looked into an empty shoebox. Everyone's well today. Look, my hospital is empty. Puppy Dog looked at the large bean bag in a corner of the room. I'll never be able to climb that mountain, he thought. A Japanese doll opened her box. Hello, everyone. I'm new here. I only arrived this morning. No one could understand what she said, but they all waved and smiled to her. The door of the doll's house opened, and Doll called out, tea time. Everyone rushed in to have tea. Later that day, when the children came home, they looked in the toy box. What a surprise they got. That's funny. I thought I left having their tea. Have you got a magnifying glass? They make things look much bigger, don't they? Watch.